Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode of DDTS, episode 396. I'm back with another video for y'all today. Thank y'all for joining me. I think I'm on 396 or 397. Welcome to another video of DDTS. Thank y'all for joining me. Happy Wednesday. I'm back. I was gonna do a video yesterday, but I needed time to rest and relax. I know my head looks a little messy. I know I look a damn hot mess, but I think I look good. Do I look good? I look good. So thank y'all for joining me. But today, y'all, we got some topics today. I think we're gonna do two topics that we're gonna talk about, and I'm gonna elaborate on both of them. But first, if you like this type of content, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you would get notified so you can have up-to-date content. 1 second. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So we're going to talk about two topics, and I'm going to do my best to elaborate on both of them. The first topic that we're going to talk about is this question right here. The question was this. I'm going to put the question up here and then I'm going to come back. We're going to talk about this topic first in this question and we're going to elaborate on it. So, be right back. Hey, y'all. Did y'all see the question? The question was, what would you do in a situation if you was with a YT person or a guy or a woman, which I'm going to put that in there. If you are with a YT man or a woman, I know woman was not in there, but I'm going to talk about this as well. What would you do if a YT person, man or woman, says they have a black fetish? But this is basically, the question is basically for the black men of the gay community, of the LGBTQ community. But also, I think in my opinion, I think it's a lot worser. I think it's a lot worser and I think it's a lot trending lies. And I think it's a lot of more talkable in the gay community because, you know, that's just my opinion. I think this is more talked about in the gay community. And it's talked about in the straight community as well, but it's basically, you know, it's very noticeable in the gay community. And I'm going to elaborate on that question. It says, what would you do in a situation if you were talking to a YT guy and the YT guy told you that he had a black fetish? Now, as a person, me, myself, and to answer this question, now I'm finna go on and be honest with y'all. For those of you that are in interracial relationships, that are in that's LGBTQ or that's in a interracial relationship, I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just gonna say it how I see it, and that is this. What is my thought? What is my answer? What is my opinion about this whole situation? Hold on, y'all. 1 second. I'm back, y'all. So this is my answer. And this is my opinion. Now, again, some of the things I may say on here may be pretty raw and pretty real. And this is my opinion. My thing is this. As a person that has not experienced a lot, but what I can say is this. I can tell y'all that I had a little encounter with a YT person way back in the day. This was when I was still experiencing and what it was feeling like to come into realization that, you know, I had to come out. Like at that time, like at this time, I wasn't out of the closet, like I was still hiding. And this one I was just talking to different peoples. Now let me remind you, I did not get to consent or be face to face with these peoples. Basically, at that time, I was on these apps. This was before they got pretty bad and damn it outrageous. Not saying they was not outrageous back then, but they was pretty bad, crazy as hell, like now. So I had a small encounter with a white tea person. I was just talking to him. He approached me first, and we were just talking and talking and talking, getting to know each other. And the next thing that come out his mouth was, "I got a question." And I'm like, "What's your question?" And he was like, if we get together and we do the do, well, I'm gonna say do the do because I'm on YouTube. If we get to be sexual, like if we get together and we do what we do, can I call you the N-word? That was his question. His question was, if we get together and we do what it do, can I call you the N-word while we in bed, doing this and doing that? And before I knew it, I cussed him out and I blocked him. Now, the reason I cussed him out and blocked him, I don't think I told y'all this, but if I haven't, I'm telling y'all now. The reason I cussed him out and I blocked him was because, number one, you came at me the wrong way asking me something like that. And number two, no, you may not. Because what you're not going to do, you is not going to call me something that basically your peoples basically called us, basically treating us bad. You really think that I'm going to let you call me that? And you really think that I'm going to consent and do something with you? No, I'm not going to do that. Now, I did not know what the question was. He seemed kind of cool at first, but when he asked me that, I cussed him out and I blocked him. Better yet, I reported him. Because what you're not going to do, you're not going to do that. You're not going to call me that. You're not going to call me that slur. You're not going to do that at all. I don't play that. So the answer was no. You are not going to call me that. I cussed him out and I blocked him and I reported him. You're not going to do that. And that made me feel some type of way. I'm like, I don't know what in the world makes most of y'all think, make some of these white tea dudes and women think just because they with a person of color that is black, they think they get too comfortable and they think they can get away with calling you the N-word and this and that, the third, or anything that they want to call you. No, never get too comfortable in a community that you do not have no experience in. Never get too comfortable in a community that you do not know what it's like to be in. Now, I can understand if you was raised by somebody in that community, in the black community or any community. Now, I can understand if you was raised by a person of color or a black person in the black community. I can understand that. The way some people, the way they, you got that talk, that if that's mostly who you've been around, that's understandable, in my opinion, I guess. But for you to, thinking that you comfortable, thinking that you can just call somebody that, no. But let me get back on subject and topic. So my answer is to that. What would I do in a situation? Like, what would y'all do in a situation? Men and women, if you're watching this video, what would you do in a situation if a man or a woman saying that they had a black fetish, if they told you that they have a fetish for black men or a fetish for black women, vice versa? And my answer is this. And I asked a lot of white T dudes this. I asked a lot of white T dudes this, and I ain't afraid to say it. I asked a lot of white T dudes this. I asked them, "Are you willing to be with me just to fulfill the fetish, to get your fantasy fulfilled, or do you want to be with me just to be with me?" Because it's a difference. It's a difference, in my opinion. This is for the men and the women. Like, it's a difference. It's a difference if a white T person wants to be with you, and it's a difference if they want to be with you just to be with you just to get their fantasy fulfilled. Because some white T men and some white T women, they don't want to be with a person of color and a black person of the black community just to be with them. A lot of them just want to be with you just to get your fantasy fulfilled. A lot of them just want to experience with a black person to see is the stereotypes true. And the stereotypes that I am getting at, the number one stereotype that a lot of white T peoples ask me, and that I've seen people's ex on TV shows and stuff and interviews, and they be like, "Is it true? Is black people, do black people's got a big, you know what? Is it true that black people's got a big, you know what? Is it true that they do it better? Is this true? Is that true? Is that true that they got big everything?" And that be the questions that some white T peoples uh be asking, be wanting to know. Now, like I said, let's go back. Some white T peoples, they be wanting to experience with peoples of color and black peoples in the gay community, in the straight community, but mostly in the gay community, because they want their fantasy fulfilled. They want to feel what it's like to just sleep with a black man. Not just to be with them, they just want to do it just to get their kicks out of it, so they can say, "Oh, I'm not racist. I slept with a black dude. I am not racist. I slept with a black guy. I have black friends." No, 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 no. That ain't how it works. You can't just sleep with someone of a community and to just say, "Oh, I slept with this person. I'm not racist. I slept with a black guy. I'm not racist." It's more to that. You can't just think that you're going to get your fantasy fulfilled by this person of color and a black person of the black community and expect everything to be okay. No, a lot of white T peoples, they want to experience with a black person just to experience with them. They just want to see is those stereotypes true, because a lot of them want to experience with us, some of us, because they feel like a lot of black men have big, you know what, they have big, you know what, and they have big in the back too. That's why a lot of white T peoples, they want to, in my opinion, sleep with us for one reason, just to get their fantasy fulfilled, because they look at us. Not only do they look at us as a fantasy, they look at us as a fetish, because it's a lot of peoples that look at black people as a fetish. Like when they say, I only date black guys, I only date black women. I'm not trying to make it an issue, but the thing is, at some point, you got a fetish, and that fetish is, it's kind of like a fantasy. You want to get your fantasy fulfilled. So basically, some of the white tea peoples and some of, it's other peoples in communities that look at us as a fantasy that they want to get fulfilled because they hear the stereotypes about us. And I think it's sad. But the thing is, okay, all we is to y'all, to some of y'all, are fantasies that y'all want to get fulfilled. But when something really happens in our community, in the black community, where are these same peoples that look at us as fantasies? Where are these same peoples that want to get their for fantasy fulfilled by us? Where are these same peoples? Where's that same energy of the peoples that have these fantasies toward us that they want to get fulfilled for from us when we have to deal with real life issues like what we are dealing now? And it's sad. And you look around, and be like, where's that person that said that they cool with black peoples, that they love black peoples? And they cool with us. They want to get their fantasy fulfilled. And you be wondering, where's that person that I fulfilled that fantasy for? They is nowhere to be found. Because you know why? The reason that they are nowhere to be found is because they went down with us from the beginning. They just wanted to get their fantasy fulfilled for us. For us and for them, some of us black men and women was to them was a fantasy, was a sex object, was a fetish. That means we weren't important to them in the beginning with. We didn't matter to them in the beginning with. All that mattered to them is that they got their fantasy fulfilled. They got what they wanted and they left. And you don't hear from them again. So basically they ghost you. But when they want to deal with you again, they want to come around. When they want the same thing from you again, what they wanted the first time, that's what they want. Now, I hope I'm saying it correctly. And another thing, now, I'm not saying that all white tea peoples are not like that. Now, you actually have a lot of white tea peoples that stand with us. You have a lot of white tea peoples that stand for us, that want to help us, that want to help us guide, that want to help us, be in the same category. They want us to have equality as well. You have some good white tea peoples. Not saying all of them are bad, but you actually got some that are good. They love being around us. They love being around black peoples. They are married to black peoples. They have kids by black peoples, peoples of color. You have those types that do not see color. That does not matter if you're white, black, orange, purple, green, yellow. And that's the truth. I wish it was like that, but it's not, because you really, in this day and age, you really see a bunch of people's true colors. But not all white tea peoples are bad. It's just some. Now some, I'm not defending anybody, but some can do you in really good. Some can really trick you to the point where they have you thinking, "Ooh, they good." But wait till the months pass, you'll really see their true colors. That's for anybody. That's for anybody in a straight relationship, in a gay relationship, or straight friendship, gay friendship. You got it. It's vice versa. It's vice versa. I'm gonna put it that way. But that's my answer, and that's my question for you all. What would y'all do in a situation if a white man nor a white woman in a straight relationship and gay relationship, what would y'all do if they told y'all that they had a black fetish? Now, I'm gonna throw a little twist up in there. I'm not saying, I'm just gonna throw a little twist up in there for my peoples. For it's a couple of I'm gonna say this is a couple of black peoples in my community that's probably like have a white fetish. And if they do, that's none of my business. We are all grown. But I'm just saying. But people's love what they love. You love what you love. I can't tell you who to love or what to love or what to do for love. I can't tell you that. But that's just my opinion. And that's just my answer. My answer would be this. And as a person that have experienced a little bit of that incident I told y'all earlier, my thing would be this. I will basically block them. I will block them. I won't talk to them again, because what you're not going to do, you're not going to look at me. You're not going to look at me just as a fetish. You're not going to look at me as a piece of meat that you think you're going to eat. You're not going to look at me like I'm damn it Jody off a damn Baby Boy. I'm not no damn Yvette. I'm not going to be doing all that. No. But what I am a black gay man. I am a black man at the end of the day. And honestly, no tea, no shade. I told you, the only men that I am sexually and that I admire and that I'm attracted to are my black kings and my peoples of color that can relate to me, that can understand me, that knows what it's like to be me, that knows what it's like to be in the same boat and categories, somebody that can relate to me. Now, not all black men and not all black women and not all black men or women, people of color, can relate to the same community, because it's a lot of black men and women that are of the black community that probably does not know what it's like to relate to us, because it's different classes of white tea peoples, different classes of black peoples, different classes of people of color. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna put it in a way, hopefully, where y'all can understand, and I'm trying to put it in a way of being respectful, if I may, because that's the type of person that I am. I don't mean to cause no backlash. I don't mean to start up no trouble, but that's just my opinion. So my question for y'all, and I hope I did it right, what would y'all do in a situation if a white tea person, man or woman, even if you're in a straight relationship or gay relationship, ask y'all, tell y'all they have a black fetish, what would y'all do? Like I told y'all what I do. I will block them and not talk to them again. That's just me. So that's going to be that for that topic. And I will be right back with the next topic. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to DDTS episode 396. We're going to go ahead and get to this last topic. I'm not going to talk about this topic long, y'all. And that topic is this. It's been trending for a couple of days, and I think it's still getting talked about, so I decided that I'm going to cover it. And that is about the streamer. Even though I do not watch this streamer, but people have been posting clips, and I be seeing them online, about the streamer called, his name is plaqueboyMax, or whatever his name, plaqueboyMax, or whatever his name is. So he has been trending, and he came out doing this video. Actually, I got the video. I screenshot the video so y'all can have it. But I'm gonna put that clip in and let y'all watch what he says. And it's also a couple of extras on the slides of the videos that he did. That might have y'all questionable, but it didn't have me questionable. It didn't have me curious. But all I'm going to say is this: before I play this clip, I'm just going to say this: this is what you get when you try to gay bait, and when you try to make your views go up. I understand you want to make your views go up, but at some point, when the heat gets on you, you shouldn't have never came in the kitchen. You shouldn't have never started. You should have never started the stuff to begin with. But with that being said, I'm going to let y'all watch the clip.
Last year, I was streaming one day, and Aiden and Kai came to my chat and rated my chat and said, "Yo, Drake dropped," but he didn't actually drop. So I was like, "Fuck y'all!" Turn around and smack my ass. Now I don't know if y'all seen, but this clip is going like OD viral. This shit is like triple platinum on gay Twitter. There's a lot of clips, images, blank of me that leads to me getting harassed. I don't know. Like, mad streamers do gay shit, but for some reason, whenever I do some shit that slightly, it's going triple platinum on gay Twitter every time. I'm gonna keep it a buck every time. Every time. And it leads to me getting harassed. I know y'all see the comments the niggas talking about they want to impregnate me and change the geological physics of a man, all type of nut shit. Last year, I know y'all see that shit on Twitter. It's way worse than like comments and not comments, but DMs. Like niggas be real life wildin'. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This shit really make me uncomfortable. It do, like overly uncomfortable, overly, bro. Cause I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I really genuinely feel like if I was a woman, this shit wouldn't be okay, and niggas would say something out about it. Now, if y'all have noticed, I've kind of dialed back that part of me. I don't really like, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably say some slick shit here and there. But like, shit like that, pulling my pants down. And one, I realized for one, what message am I passing to my chat, like to y'all, like for me to pull down my pants and smack my ass. So I'm gonna be honest, bro, how I really look at it is like, it was really more so a message from God. Like, this is where like, look what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all see that shit on Twitter. Shout out to all my gay niggas. I'm sure there's some gay niggas in chat because there's mad niggas in here. Y'all are great. But niggas coming to my DMs, sending a dick or some weird shit or talking about, bro, like, your bubble butt. Your shit's mad. Like, bro, that shit is wild, gang. That's not me, gang. You gotta back the fuck up. And I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. That's the thing about being on the internet. These type of shits live on forever. And that's just something I have to be okay with because it happened. I did it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's ultimately my fault. I gotta take accountability. I'm the one who did that bullshit. You feel me? But it's like, bro, it's getting to the point like that shit really do make me uncomfortable. It's OD. Shout out to all my
with my little man and my real.
Whoa. Y'all viral on gay Twitter gang. You want to get on there?
No.
And help grow your viewership?
Let's do it. Whoa.
Y'all viral on gay Twitter gang. You want to get on there? So you know how? I used to be super gay. My chat was super gay. Now we just be chilling and be making jokes and be funny. And obviously I be tooting that shit up some. Yo, I did not mean for that shit.
Word to you. Oh,
Yo, he would do, every time some gay shit would happen, Max would do this smile. Every time some gay shit would happen, he would do this little like grin, like the grin of, oh, I kind of like that of a, oh, but he's like kind of like, oh shit, yeah, no, that was gay, but like he kind of liked it.
I be twerking naturally, man. Yo, no gay shit, bro. Sometimes I just jiggle my ass, bro. It's natural, bro. I just be doing that shit, no bullshit. So I gotta move the camera because y'all niggas finna have some weird clips of me, dog. Can't do that. No.
Oh! Double digits, no cap. I'm the real plaqueboyMax. plaqueboyMax. plaqueboyMax.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. So did y'all watch that video? Did y'all get time to watch that video? What he was talking about? He basically said, he's been getting harassed and dudes been going in his DMs, sending him pictures, sending him D pics and ass pics and all sorts of wild ass messages. And this is my opinion and a lot of stuff. He also says if he was a woman, it wouldn't be a problem or something like that. He said if he was a woman, he feels like it wouldn't be a problem or it wouldn't be as bad or what he said in that video. And he said some really stuff that was true. And then again, it's like it made me think and it made me feel like at the same time, it's like, first of all, you was on video and you was asking somebody, did you want to do it? It helps you get views. It helps you get views. And then you on a video twerking, doing a little twerking, you admitting that you were twerking, all that. And then you was like, you had dudes talking about you got a bubble butt. Like, I synced it for myself. I mean, yeah, you do. But at the same time, it's like, that's what happens when you gay bait. That's what happens when you gay bait. That's what happens when you try to get your strings up. And that's what happens when you try to get views. Basically, that's what happens when you make it big and noticeable in the social media world, in the YouTube world. That's what happens. You know, and you can't expect some of the things you do not to be unnoticeable, because a lot of peoples, they pay attention to that. Now you doing all this twerking, doing all this smacking dudes on the ass, you getting smacked on your ass, you getting harassed. I understand that is not no good feeling. That is not no good feeling. Should nobody go through that. Should no man, nor woman, girl, nor boy go through that. Nobody should go through that. Young or old shouldn't go through that. But at the same time, it's like, hey, that comes with a price. The questionable things you do in your content, be getting hooked up from behind, be smacking people's on their asses, all this and that, asking them, do you want to do it? You want to do it? That helps get views. That one helps get views. Do you want to be gay? Do you want to be gay? That helps get views. Gay baiting. I might be wrong, but gay baiting. You cannot expect to do this stuff. You cannot expect to do this stuff and expect it not to come back on you. So when you do this stuff, and when you start getting all these extraordinary and messages that you was not expecting, don't try to come to the media and be like, I'm getting harassed. This is something serious, bro. Listen. That's what happens. If you cannot handle what comes with doing that, then don't do it. But I understand, you like, peoples do it just to get those likes. They do it just because that's what the peoples want. And the thing with this is this: it's a lot of peoples that watches a lot of streamers, that watches a lot of content creators. And you know, a lot of these creators, they be looking good, they be looking wonderful, they be looking good, they be looking glamorous. It's a lot of content creators, and it's a lot of peoples that watch content, and it's a lot of peoples that be wanting these content creators to be this and be that, so they can gush over them. They be wanting them to be zesty. That's what they be. That's what you attract. You basically, as a streamer, you attract peoples that like that type of stuff. You attract peoples that want to see you do this extraordinary stuff, like people smacking on the ass and being zesty, gay baiting. That's what happens. So when you do this stuff, and when you start getting these messages, and when you start getting these pictures and stuff of stuff that you wouldn't even expect that you was gonna get, it'd be too much for peoples to handle. And they want to get online and be like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. This is so serious, bro. I understand. Yes, it's serious. Getting harassed is not fun. Getting harassed is not nobody's cup of tea, because it's serious. Getting harassed is serious. Harassing leads to sexual assault. A sexual assault leads to something else, which I'm not going to say because I am on YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and cap. Do I be enjoying it myself? Honestly, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I do. I enjoy it, but I don't watch his streams though. I don't even know who that is. I know who he is. I know what he look like. He's not a bad looking person. He's not a bad looking person. He's light skinned. You know, he got dreads, this and that third. Yeah, yes. He's got a bubble butt, but that does not influence me one bit because basically I know a lot of them that got them. So basically he ain't the only one. He won't be the last. But I'm saying when you start, like, when people start doing that, it basically gets people's aroused. And people's you know, that's what happens. Basically, in my opinion, that's how stalkers are started. That's how stalkers are started. You a person look at a person's work on TV and so aroused by it, they start getting attracted to this person. They start getting connected to this person. They start liking this person. And then what happened next? They be trying to find the person address. They be trying to write them letters and all this and that. Because this actually happened to an actress. Her name was Rebecca something in the 1980s. I think I'm going to put this picture up here in this article about this girl that happened to this girl back in the 80s. She played off a show, and I forgot what the name of the show was, but I'm going to put this picture up, and I'm going to put what happened to her that was written up under there. Maybe y'all will know. If there's any people's that can know what I'm talking about, I'm going to put it up. And this happened in real life. She was an actress and she died in 1989. She was actually killed by a stalker who was a fan. Killed her at her front door at her own home. And so this is the picture and this is the art of honor it. Be right back, y'all. Okay, you see, y'all? So that's what I'm saying. That happened to this woman. She was an actress and she died in 1989. She was killed by a fan. He was stalking her, writing her letters, and I guess she turned them down and he wanted to be with her and she turned them down or somehow it went. And for some reason she thought she was getting a delivery, getting some flowers or something. So she went to her door and she ended up getting killed, shot, ended up getting unalived. Better yet, I'm sorry. But yeah, this real stuff happens. You can get as many, it all starts with that. It all starts with the messages. It all starts with the letters, getting stalked on social media. But this is real life though, and I can understand some things that he's coming from, like it's real. And he says if he was a woman, he feels like it wouldn't be a problem or it wouldn't be talked about as much or something like that. He's saying I might have it wrong, but he kind of has a point. It is real serious when you do that. And he says he was very uncomfortable. Okay, sir, honey, if you was that uncomfortable, you knew doing this stuff, doing these extraordinary acts with these other peoples, you knew what was the consequences. You knew what came with doing those type of gay baiting questionable things. Like, I understand you're online. I understand you are a Twitch sensation, a streamer sensation. Good. But at the same time, it's kind of like you had to know and you got to understand when you do stuff like this, when you do stuff such as twerking your ass and smacking other dudes on their ass and getting hugged from behind and you smiling like you enjoying it, honey, that does not give that gives a lot of questions. It gives a lot of vibes and it gives a lot of people something to talk about. Like, is he gay? Is he gay or is he baiting just to get, views and stuff? That basically what it is, but I don't know. But me myself, I can't fake it if I even wanted to, because one thing about DeAndre, I am gay and I'm not going to hide it and I'm not going to quit being who I am because this is who I am. And I know who I am. And I love who I am. And I respect myself. I am gay, but I know how far to go with it. I'm not going to be outrageous with it. But at the same time, it's kind of like you got to know when to tone it down when you are doing acts like that. So basically, because that's just me. I'm me at the end of the day, and I have so many supporters still behind me. Now, it might not look that I am, but I am. But at the same time, you do not see me or hear me, being outrageous with it. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, you got to tone it down. And at some point, you have to know how far to go with the actions that you do. And that's basically how I'm going to say that. So I'm hoping I'm making perfectly good sense, you know? So I understand where he's coming from in some categories, but at the same time, when you are doing stuff like that, if you are a YouTuber like me or a streamer or whatever you is, you gotta watch how you do that stuff. You claim that you're not gay, that you're not this, that you're not that. Okay, you're not, but you're doing things that make people question that you is. That basically some gay peoples would do. And I love the fact that he said, I will give him this. He did say to his gay fans or followers, he appreciate us. He appreciate the peoples that is gay and that follows him. And that's good for him to say. And I think to me that's kind of, to me, I believe that's biggest of his followers. Like it's kind of a variety of followers. But to my opinion, I believe in my opinion that he might be a little bit, but I don't know. That ain't none of my business. I'm not going to try to find out because that ain't none of my business. I try to stay in my own little lane. But I just want to talk about this and elaborate on this. So what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think he was right? Do you think some of the things he's saying he was right? What do y'all think about the situation? Put it in the comments. So that'll be my video for today, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will be back with another video as soon as possible. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all for watching me. And I hope y'all have a wonderful Wednesday. Love y'all. Until next time, love you. Bye-bye.